On the news tonight, Governor Inuaya calls for calm ahead of party primaries in Gombe. National Drug Law Agency of Nigeria, NDLEA, seek collaboration with Gombe Media Corporation towards sensitizing the public on dangers of drug abuse. Gombe State Water Scheme Project completed. Good evening and welcome to 25 News. My name is Ibrahim Tal, and the details of the story. The governor of Gombe State, Mahmoud Inuaya, has called for calm and growing political tension in the state, warning against any attempt to disrupt peace during party's forthcoming primary elections.
In a statewide broadcast, Governor Muhammad Inuaya urged members of his party to conduct themselves peacefully during the primaries, stressing that peaceful participation remains vital in sustaining the peace and stability enjoyed in Gombe State. The governor warned that some people are allegedly planning to cause unrest during the electoral process.
Section 87, Section 2 of the Electoral Act. This is democracy at work. As I have always said, the will of the people must prevail, and direct primaries offer every aspirant a fair and transparent platform to seek the mandate of party members. As a governor, my biggest priority is the security and well-being of the people. The stability of Gombe State is bigger than the ambition of any politician or political party. As a product of this same political process, I myself have passed through primaries and run in general elections on several occasions. I remain committed to providing a level playing field for all political parties and individuals to express their choices and attain political prominence by being elected to high political offices.
He, however, assured residents that security agencies have been directed to deal decisively with anyone found attempting to breach public peace in accordance with the law. Governor Yahaya recalled that Gombe State has remained relatively peaceful despite security challenges and insurgency affecting parts of the Northeast region, noting that his administration remains committed to preserving the peace at all costs. He reaffirmed his government's determination to safeguarding lives and property, emphasizing that no individual or group will be allowed to undermine the state stability regardless of status or political affiliation.
Gombe is the only state we have. Since its creation in 1996, Gombe State has enjoyed relative peace and stability despite the crisis affecting our northeast sub-region and the wider northern Nigeria. This is the result of our collective vigilance, unity in diversity, and strict adherence to the rule of law. Under my watch as governor, I intend to jealously guard this hard-earned peace and stability. I call on all stakeholders, from the political parties to individual aspirants, to put the interests of Gombe State first before any other consideration.
The governor therefore appealed to residents and political actors to remain law-abiding and support efforts aimed at ensuring peaceful and credible party primaries in Gombe State. Shaib Umar, GMC News.
The Gombe State Water Expansion Reticulation and Rehabilitation Project, awarded by the administration of Governor Mahmoud Inuaya, has become operational. The General Manager of Gombe State Water Board, Engineer Bakar Sadiq Mohammed, disclosed this while inspecting the level of operation at the Tabra and Wuru Juli water schemes. Engineer Bakar Sadiq Mohammed said the Tabra water scheme is supplying water to Tabra and Gobana communities to reduce pressure on Dadin core water supply system. He explained that the Wuru Juli water scheme supplies water to major booster stations located at the Showa Bakar development area, with a capacity of over 1 million liters for almost distribution to Tunfre and western bypass areas of Gombe metropolis.
It was an existing water treatment plant that has been rehabilitated and upgraded under the present administration of Alhaji Muhammad. So You have gone round and you have seen to yourself that the scheme is well constructed and is well functioning. The scheme is using hybrid power. That is, it can operate on solar, it can operate on national grid, of course it can operate based on generation. So, but then, now we are operating on solar only. In as much as the day has gone, when there is sunlight, the scheme will continue generating water, treating the water via this package treatment plant, and then store the water in the storage. And then, when the booster pump, the water will be boosted to the SDZ, booster station, where we call SDZ. And SDZ is like the main station.
The general manager stated that the two water schemes are supplying water daily, contrary to speculation that the projects are not functioning. According to him, the growing population of Gombe State has increased demand for water supply, noting that the present administration has invested heavily in the sector more than any government in the last 20 years.
The scheme is supplying water to Tabra village and the Governor village, as I said, daily. And there is no problem with the scheme. The scheme is working perfectly. Daily. If you can come, maybe at one time, to investigate, the people of Tabra and the people of Bonga, they will tell you that the scheme is functioning. Maybe you may be hearing about people saying that this water scheme is not functioning. It's not functioning. These all are political issues, but the scheme is functioning well and is supplying water. Since the construction of this scheme, there is no single day that we spend without giving water to the people.
Engineer Bakar Sadiq Mohammed further revealed that the recent award of contract for the upgrade of the Malan Inna booster station is aimed at improving water supply to northern part of Gombe town. He added that when completed, the upgrade booster station will serve more than 20 communities, while the Dadin Kowa facility will concentrate on supplying water to communities within the central part of the metropolis. The Water Board General Manager also stated that all water scheme projects in the state operate on hybrid system powered by solar energy and generators to ensure uninterrupted water supply. He called on residents of the state to appreciate the effort of the present administration towards improving water supply across Gombe State. The Chief Medical Director of the Gombe State Specialist Hospital, Dr. John Sambo Dawa, has issued a stamp call to health workers to prioritize hand hygiene before all clinical procedures to safeguard lives and prevent infections. Dr. Dawa made this appeal during the 2026 World Hand Hygiene Day commemoration organized by the hospital's Infection Prevention and Control IPC unit in collaboration with the World Health Organization WHO. Addressing stakeholders at the hospital conference hall, the Chief Medical Director described the day as a critical call to action, emphasizing that hand washing is a vital public health act that transcends hospitals or walls. Hand washing is not merely a hospital protocol, it is a life-saving public act, commending the State Ministry of Health and various stakeholders for their continual support of the initiation. Supporting this, demanded the IPC coordinator of the Gombe State Specialist Hospital, Mr. John Solomon, highlighted the relevance of this year's theme. Action saves lives, safer care starts with clean hands. To move beyond advocacy and ensure a strict adherence, Mr. Solomon announced that the IPC unit will embark on aggressive ward surveillance, saying this monitoring will target to ensure hygiene before, after clinical contact, reduce the risks of secondary infection, to prevent the spread of germs from the community into the clinical environment. Representative from the ward
which help to prevent the spread of infection that we cannot see them in our naked eyes.
all health programs with seriousness. The forum concluded with expression of gratitude to donor partners, including the Clinton Health Access Initiative, CHI, and the Federal Medical Center, CU, for their sustained cooperation in improving the state health outcome. Highlights include demonstration of proper hand wash, unleveling of hand sanitizers procured by the hospital, and presentation of paper by Mohammed Sadiq on what is hand hygiene, proper hand washing, and recommendation for improvement, among others. A courtesy visit by the newly posted commander of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Gombe State, Adamu Karami, to the management of Gombe Media Corporation has underscored the need for stronger collaboration in the fight against drug abuse and illicit trafficking in the state. Leading member of his management team to the corporation headquarters in Gombe, Commander Adamu Karami said the visit was aimed at strengthening partnership with the media towards sensitizing the public on the dangers of drug abuse, especially among youths.
It's very important for us to visit your office this morning because we really need to work together. We need to have a partnership, more especially on the issue of sensitization. We sincerely appreciate all the contribution given by the media, especially here in Gombe. You cover all our programs and activities. We sincerely appreciate that. We enter June, and usually when it is June, we have a celebrated day, which commemorates the issue of drug abuse world over. We hope during that time we'll be able to cover our activities from day one to the last day.
Responding, the Director General of Gombe Media Corporation, Malam Ibrahim Isa, assured them of the corporation's readiness to support campaigns and programs geared toward building a drug-free society.
I want to commend the NDLEA for doing a wonderful job in Gombe State.
Thank you.
Because from the reports that we are receiving, both from the NDLEA and the community, you are doing quite a lot to curtail the menace of illicit drugs in Gombe. Several discoveries have shown that Gombe was trying to become a hub for those that are engaged in this kind of illicit trading. But from what you guys are doing, you were able to dismantle most of their hideouts. Seizures, a lot were done, landmark achievements, and succeeded in preventing what would have been a major catastrophe.
The Media Corporation will continue to partner with relevant agencies like the NDLEA in educating the public on promoting values that will help in safeguarding society from the menace of drug abuse. The visit also featured discussion on possible areas of collaboration between the two organizations in public alignment and advocacy programs. The Association of National Accountants of Nigeria Gombe Chapter paid a courtesy visit to the Emir of Yamal to Alhaji Abubakar Aliu FCNA, in recognition of his contribution towards the growth of the association and the accounting profession in Nigeria. The visit was led by the chairman of the association in Gombe State, Buhari Sani Detti, alongside his deputy, Dorcas Kirowana, and other members of the association who accompanied the delegation to show solidarity and respect to the traditional ruler. During the visit, the Emir of Yamal to urge members and leaders of the association to avoid division and embrace unity in order to promote the progress and development of the association. He stated that the unity and mutual understanding remain the key foundation for moving the association to greater height, while stressing the importance of peace, teamwork among members. Speaking during the visit, Buhari Sani Detti and his deputy expressed their happiness and appreciation over the warm reception accorded to them by the Emir of Yamal II. They describe him as a former leader of the association who played a significant role in laying the foundation for the growth of ANA, noting that his advice and guidance will help steer the association towards greater success. According to them, the recommendation offered by the Emir of Yamaltu will assist the leadership in strengthening unity and advancing the association to a higher level. At the end of the visit, the association presented an award of honor to the Emir of Yamaltu in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the development of the association and service to humanity. The National Human Rights Commission, in collaboration with Pharaohs II, has organized a pre-zonal consultative meeting on the implementation of plan of the 2026 National Action Plan for the Promotion and Protection of Human Rights in Nigeria. In a speech, the Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, represented by the Gombe State Coordinator, Mr. Joseph Watmushi, said the meeting became necessary in order to promote synergy among ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as strengthening stakeholders' engagement and coordination towards the promotion and protection of human rights in the country. In her remarks, the representative of Pharaohs II, Mr. Fatima Bello, said the objective of the pre-zonal consultative meeting was to strengthen stakeholders' engagement and coordination in monitoring the promotion and protection of human rights across ministries and agencies. During the paper presentation, Mr. Namfa highlighted the roles of ministries, departments, and agencies in the implementation of the National Action Plan, noting that MDAs are expected to monitor the promotion and protection of human rights within their institutions, while Mr. Lamuel Kedan Akweta emphasized the roles of civil society organizations in the implementation of the National Action Plan, saying CSOs contribute through advocacy and legal support for victims of human rights abuses. Participants at the meeting identified some of the major challenges facing human rights protection in Nigeria, to include extrajudicial killings by security agencies, banditry, and kidnapping. They stressed that the protection of human rights should be regarded as everybody's responsibility and call on citizens to uphold the right of all Nigerians. Abako Rubajato from the Ministry of Works, Bashir Daniel from the Ministry of Women Affairs, and Nixon Wasson from NAPTIP urged stakeholders not to relent in effort aimed at promoting and protecting human rights in the country. The newly appointed overseer of Gombe South Local Council Development Area LCDA, Ajia Aishatu Muhammad Sadiq, has been formally presented to the Senior District Head of Gombe Alhaji Bapa Ibrahim Ahmad and the District Head of Bolari Alhaji Ahmed Abubakar Bolari. Leading the delegation, the Overseer Secretary of Gombe Local Government Area Alhaji Maliu Mohamed Dawaki said the visit was aimed at officially introducing the new overseer to the traditional institution and seeking continuous cooperation towards the growth and development of Gombe South LCDA. He commended Governor Mamadou Inwe for appointing capable individuals into positions of responsibility for the advancement of the state. In her remarks, Ajay Shetu Muhammad Sadiq expressed gratitude to Almighty Allah and appreciate Governor Inwe for confident response in her. She pledged to work diligently in line with established protocols and call on residents and stakeholders within the LCDA to support her administration in achieving sustainable development. Responding, the Senior District Head of Gombe Alhaji Bapa Ibrahim Mohammed congratulated the new overseer on her appointment and assured her of the support of the traditional institution in promoting peace, unity, and development in the area. While at Bolari, the District Head Alhaji Ahmed Abubakar Bolari welcomed the new overseer and assured her of the cooperation and support of the people of the district. He also praised Governor Mahmoud Inwaya for his commitment to grassroots development. The overseer of Tungu Local Council Development Area LCD, Alhaji Mapoyo Yahya, alongside the overseer of Hunakai Local Government Council, Alhaji Said Abubakar, has inspected the ongoing construction of the Tongo LCDA Secretariat to assess the level of work and compliance with project specifications. During the inspection, the two overseers expressed satisfaction with the progress and quality of project, describing the secretariat as vital to improving administration, enhancing service delivery, and bringing governance closer to the people of Tongo. Speaking at the project side, the overseer of Tongo LCD, Alhaji Bapoyo Yahaya, appreciated Governor Mahmoud Yahaya for establishing the LCD in Tongo. He noted that the creation of the LCD has brought government closer to the people and made developmental projects such as the secretariat possible. Alhaji Bapoyo Yahaya pledged the council continuous support for the governor's development agenda and called on residents of Tongo to support the project and ensure its successful completion for the benefit of the community. Also speaking, the overseer of Hunakai local government area, Alhaji Seido Abaka, described the project as important to the development of Tongo and the entire council area, assuring that authorities will continue to monitor the work closely until completion. The team also paid a courtesy visit to the district head of Tongo to brief him on the progress of the project and seek his continued support for the grassroots development. Responding, the district head of Tongo, Alhaji Yahaya Umar Abba, commended the overseer for their commitment to development and praised the state government for citing the LCD in Tongo. He assured them of the full support of the traditional institution and urged residents to cooperate with the contractor to ensure timely completion of the secretariat project. The overseer of Malala local development area has conducted an official engagement tour across Zene, Dokoro, Jamari, and Wuru Tale district. In a statement from the local government information officer Kabir Mohammed Masu, revealed that during the visit, the overseen chairman called on parents to enroll their children in school, emphasizing the importance of education and community development, commending vigilant groups and traditional leaders for their effort in maintaining peace and security in rural communities. He assured the vigilant group of government support through the provision of working materials to strengthen local security operations and praised their cooperation with traditional rulers and community leaders. Speaking on behalf of the vigilante group, Gula Mahamadou May Bindiga thanked the overseer for the familiarization tour across the Konot constituency and urged residents to continue supporting security activities and appeal to the local government to provide uniforms and boots for vigilante personnel. He further advised residents living near the border of Yobe State and Gombe State to remain vigilant over movement within their communities. The Education Secretary of Kalchingoluku Education Authority, Ajia Merama Mohammed, has described the resumption of pupils and teachers for the new academic session as impressive. Ajia Merama Mohammed made the commendation after monitoring the resumption of academic activities in some primary and junior secondary school across various wards in the area. She observed that some classrooms had their roof destroyed by windstorm and called for immediate repairs, especially as the rainy season approaches. The Education Secretary commended the Gombe State Universal Basic Education Board for providing school supplies and sport equipment to schools in the area. He further appealed to the board to consider the construction of a classroom block at Tutmu Primary School to ensure conducive learning environment for pupils and teachers. Speaking on the 2025-2026 school census exercise, Hajia Marema Mohammed explained that schools had been grouped into clusters to ensure easy coordination of the exercise. She also called on staff involved in the exercise to intensify effort towards ensuring its success. The organizers of the Gombe Emir Cup Green-White Green Sports Center have conducted the official draw ceremony for the forthcoming football competition. Speaking during the event held at Gombe State University ICT Center, the chairman of the Gombe Emirs Cup, Alhaji Ahmed Shoaib Gara Gombe, called on all participants, emirates and teams to adhere strictly to the rules and regulations guiding the tournament. Explained that the competition is aimed at promoting unity and reviving grassroots football development across the state. According to him, 12 clubs have been selected to participate in the competition.
The Emirs Cup is the most, or one of the most prestigious tournaments in Gombe State. In fact, the Governor's Cup, the National Challenge Cup, and any other cup came after the Emir's Cup. But later with time, as careless as we are, we abandoned the Emir's Cup because the Emir's Cup happens to be the grassroots tournament.
Also speaking, the chairman of the technical committee, Alhaji Abdulkadir Kauk, disclosed that matches will be played in Bajoga, Deba, and Ilero local government area, while the opening ceremony is scheduled to take place at Gombe Township Stadium in Pantani. He added that according to the draw, Gombe Emirate Council will face Nafada Emirate Council in one of the opening fixtures. In the separate remarks, the chairman of Gombe United Football Club, Alhaji Anas Bamusa, and the chairman of the National League, Malam Hashim, commended Ahmed Shaibu Gara Gombe for organizing the competition and for his continuous support towards football development in the state. They described the prize money for the tournament as highly commendable, noting that the winner will receive 5 million naira, while the second and third place teams will receive 3 million and 2 million naira respectively. Speaking on behalf of the participating Emirates, Barrister Abubakar Ismail Dan Amalen Gombe, representing the Emir of Gombe, appreciated the organizers for initiating the competition and assured them of the Emirates' support towards ensuring its success. On a sad note, deep sympathy and sorrow we announce at the death of late ASP Barnabas Samuel, who died on the 11th of May 2026. Corps will leave Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe at 10 a.m. to his hometown, Tal Uliri local government. Funeral service at Ekwa. Good news. To end the news, a recap of some of the major stories. We brought to you a report that the governor of Gombe State, Muhammad Inuwaya, has called for calm amid rising political tension in the state, warning against any attempt to disrupt peace during the forthcoming party primaries election. In the statewide broadcast, Governor Inuwaya urged members of political parties to conduct themselves peacefully throughout the primary, stressing that peaceful participation is essential to sustaining the peace and stability currently enjoyed in Gombe State. We also reported that National Drug Law Agencies of Nigeria, NDLEA, sought collaboration with Gombe Media Corporation towards sensitizing the public on dangers of drug abuse. Leading members of his management team to the corporation headquarters in Gombe, Commander Adamu Karemi, said the visit was aimed at strengthening partnership with the media towards sensitizing the public on the dangers of drug abuse, especially among youth. And finally, Gombe State Water Scheme Project completed. The general manager of the Gombe State Water Board, Engineer Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed, disclosed this while inspecting the level of operation at the Tabra Amuro Juni Water Schemes. That is the news on 25. My name is Ibrahim Tal. You can stand by for the Hausa version.